Hello everybody, today we're going to go watch Sonic 3, so let's go!
On the way to theater.
Okay, I am in the theater now, and we're gonna watch the movie. See you guys after the movie's done. Okay, just back from finishing the movie, now we're going to get into the review. 2, 3, go! Hello everybody! Today, we're going to be reviewing the Sonic 3 movie. I'm here with Royally Sunny. And we both watched the movie yesterday and tried to make a video, but that did not go very well. But we figured it out, so we're here now.
Yeah. I went to the theater yesterday. I think on the same time you did, but you watched it twice.
I watched it like 10 minutes before you did.
Yeah, so we watched it like three. It's a pretty good movie. It was like a little bit better than I expected, sort of. So,
This is a controversial thing that everyone's talking about, but have you heard of what is it called? The Mufasa movie that came out?
yes, I've heard of that.
Would you watch it?
Would I watch it?
Yeah.
I mean, I honestly prefer the original one.
Me too. That's
But
the case for a lot of them though.
I'd be more likely to watch the new Wicked movie than that, so I probably won't watch.
Yeah, no.
Possibly.
Apparently Disney sort of um bought out most of the theaters, so now the people that want to go see Sonic can't go see Sonic because it's sold out. So then people are going to see the other movie. So wasn't the case in my theater.
No, not us either.
It's just
There was
weird. I've
multiple
just been hearing it.
movies.
Just interesting.
Yeah, actually, I do know that one of the theaters in our area shut down. I don't know why, but it did. So just a
Interesting.
thought, just a thing that happened.
Wonder why.
Mhm.
Anyways, back to the thoughts on the movie. So, um, yeah, I thought it was really good. I've watched all of them, and this one's the best out of all of them. Like they
I
get better
agree.
every movie.
I actually agree for the I actually am a firm believer that originals are the best,
Yeah,
you know? But okay, but for the Sonic 3 movie, I agree.
I
That
think each
is,
movie makes it better. It's
yeah,
like that's the best movie.
they
You
just
still
because
want to watch them
movies
all, but like still.
and this one was pretty good. Um, yeah, it was. I guess it was like the best one. It means it was better than the first one, and it was better than the second one. So
Yes.
it's a weird.
But then the second one was better than the first, so now the third one's better than the second and the first.
Yeah.
And
So
assumingly the fourth one will be better than the third, hopefully.
yeah, wow, there's gonna be a fourth one.
Yeah, there's
I remember
definitely
when I didn't even know there was such thing as a fourth movie. So
It's interesting though. So Disney's trying to milk out, okay, let's go. So for Toy Story 5, I think they should have ended at 3.
yep, it
Shouldn't
was
have made a
perfect.
fourth,
It was
and
perfect.
5 is too many. But like Sonic 3 is now they're making a Sonic 4.
Yeah.
It's like perfectly fine because the story allows it.
Yeah, it flows. With I feel like with Toy Story, they didn't really like they didn't see it like being this whole big franchise it is right now. They just thought, oh, we're gonna make this movie, it's gonna make history. Now it's just for the money. Because when they first made it, it was like groundbreaking technology, and now it's
Yeah.
just a movie.
Now
So
it's just Disney trying to make a cash grab. Hence by all of the Disney sequels and Disney live action and
yeah, trying to
a lot,
rewrite history, sort of.
essentially. But Sonic, honestly, I think was the best movie I've seen all year.
Really.
The only two other movies were both Disney movies, and this one isn't a Disney movie, and it was better than both Disney movies.
But my favorite Disney movie is actually it's Tangled. That is my
They're
favorite.
making a live action Tangled.
Okay,
The
but I
two
like the.
movies I was excited about for live action was Tangled and Little Mermaid because I'm like, oh, I want to see how they do it.
Oh, and you can
We
believe the
all
new
know what
Snow
happened
White
to
one
Little
is gonna be
Mermaid.
crazy.
That one was crazy. And Tangled now I'm scared for. So we'll see how that one turns out.
Yeah. So,
It's
anyways,
interesting.
to the Sonic, they starting out right, they're like camping or racing.
No,
Or
it doesn't start out there. It
no.
starts out with Shadow escaping.
Mm,
This is
yeah.
spoiler warning for anybody
Spoilers.
who's worried about spoilers. Go watch it and then come back. Anyways, they start out by Shadow is escaping. He's been in an underground cell essentially for 50 years. So he's escaping. And then we go to
Yeah.
them camping.
Yeah, and they're all like, "Oh, it's so peaceful and quiet and stuff," and then they go like on a race. That was actually scary because of the holograms. I
Yeah,
was
it's
like,
like,
"Oh no!"
okay.
It's so weird because the whole movie is like Sonic is like trust issues, right?
Exactly.
With Eggman, and then the audience does as well because we're like constantly look out for the hologram and the guns, and they're trying to like yeah, and we're like, oh no, the Eggman's back because we're all expecting it. He's
Everyone knew it.
everyone is
The
gonna come back.
trailers show it. We all knew that Eggman was coming back and his grandfather is
I didn't know
coming
that.
into the series because the trailers show it. So
Yeah.
it's like this is not really so like the trailers literally show like mostly the first 5 minutes of the movie, which is really nice because like if it was more if it was like all of it, some trailers have a tendency to show all of it or like most of their big points. This one just showed the first 5 minutes, which I love when trailers do that because they don't really give anything away, which is really nice. There's like a few other shots that are in the movie, but mostly the big ones are just 5 seconds into the movie. So that's great.
You know what
They
is funny though? When they're like celebrating Sonic's birthday,
birthday.
like, like the guy escapes, and all of a sudden the government's like, "Oh, we need your help. Please help us." And
Exactly.
without a second of hesitation, they're like, "Okay, I guess we're going now." And they're like, "Bye, guys." And
It's like be good.
like that part's a little bit of a stretch, maybe. I don't know. What did they do in the second one? Were they like enemies with the government
They
or?
were the first movie, they were definitely not like they're like, oh yeah, Sonic's gone. The second movie, everyone knew Sonic wasn't gone. And then Tails, so then they knew the family. And then this movie, I guess they're teaming up, but
Yeah, that was
they're
I don't know.
only teaming up with that one guy, and then he ends up dying. So
Oh yeah. Yeah,
the whole reason they get picked for that was
yep,
because of him.
go in the helicopter, and then the guys and then Sonic is always hilarious. He's like, "Well, this is crazy. No TV or movies. We're heading out." And he just,
I'm out of here. That was
yeah.
apparently a line from a video game.
Oh, really?
Yep.
That's funny.
And
That's
then they
funny.
just jump out of a plane.
I'm gonna use that. I'm gonna use that.
Getting out of here. Exactly. And
Look at
then,
my dog.
oh, hi, Sunny.
Will be joining us. No, this is my dog Sunny. He's pretty good for you. Here.
It's like going in and out because of the green screen in the background.
Yeah. Oh, and then they go and find Shadow, and they like try to attempt to like, figure out what is going on. They're like, "You look like me." No, that cannot be. I look
Why
like
do
me.
you look
You
like
look
me?
like me.
He's like, I'll ask the questions here. Why do you look like me? And he's
Yeah,
like, this conversation is getting absurd. And then he just starts punching everybody,
because
fighting
of what's his name?
Knuckles.
Knuckles. That's right. Knuckles is
Knuckles
like,
like, I want to fight.
I actually want to fight.
Because of course he wants to fight. He definitely wants to fight.
Yep. So they get beat up, basically.
They lose. He's
Like,
like,
well,
he can't take us all out at once, and he does.
yeah,
Just knocked out.
yeah. Oh, and they're like having to work on like teamwork, I guess.
Yeah, which they had to learn work on that the first time. I mean, the second time where they all do that, they had to learn teamwork. So it's like they're apparently still learning. I'm not sure how many years gap this movie is from the second, but
Probably like uh, one. I don't know. Wait, no, probably not even one because they're celebrating his birthday. No.
is Earth be Earth Day?
Yeah, I don't know. So I don't really know how many years it was.
Okay, maybe it's been 2 years because didn't Dr. Robotnik say he was been growing out his hair for like 2 years?
Oh,
So maybe
oh,
two.
maybe 2 years. I
Two
know,
years
maybe.
timeline, maybe?
Yeah,
Just guessing 2 years.
yeah. And then Shadow, I guess, disappears. And what do they do after?
Shadow is gone for 50 years.
Yeah,
And I love it when they pop out and he's like 2024. I'm like,
yeah.
oh, it's in our timeline.
2020.
Like, that's fantastic. So, anyways, Sonic goes chasing after Shadow. And then this quote unquote fight happens, but not really. Sonic still gets beaten and handcuffed to a bar,
Yeah. Oh, and then
a
he
metal
tells,
bar.
he's like, tells Tails, I handcuffed myself for tactical reasons that I do not want to share or something.
Like, they all know
Uh,
that he did not do that. He's like, we gotta work as a team. And I'm like, okay, you've had 2 years to figure this out, but apparently working on a team now.
yep.
So then they go to this like restaurant, which is apparently in the Sonic games. I don't play Sonic games that much. I like Sonic, but never really had any device to play Sonic games. We played like a couple, like the racing game on your phone, but it's pretty much as far as my Sonic game knows.
Yeah,
I
my mom
just look it
actually
up.
likes Sonic games. Like she played Mario Kart and racing games. She likes Sonic. We have like two Sonic games,
We have a
but I have
couple. I just learned all
I,
these facts from YouTube essentially.
yeah,
Just like, oh, this is the restaurant they go to is apparently based on a game. Don't know which game, can't tell you, but I know it's based
yeah.
on one.
No, didn't they say it was like a restaurant that was also like in Japan?
Yeah, Tokyo, Japan, I think.
Maybe it's a real
I
restaurant.
think, maybe.
And then-
Something like that.
yeah, and they thought that what's his name? Tails was a Pikachu. Are you?
Are you Detective Pikachu? He does look like a Pikachu. Pika, Pika.
It's so funny. Yeah, I never thought that Knuckles would say Pika Pika.
Pika, Pika.
Pika Pika.
With his like big hands, like Pika, Pika. And then I don't know, that one guy, the old guy, ends up dying in that same place.
General something.
General something.
Yeah.
He ends up being like, Shadow is this 50-year-old thing, and his story began something like yours, Sonic, but when you found friendship, he just had heartbreak or something.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah. So I guess he gave them the key as well.
He gave them one of the keys, yeah.
Yeah.
And then he died. And then everyone's like, oh, they killed him. Which they didn't. The the egg machines
Yeah.
broke the
The,
window, and then something fell on him, and that's how he died.
yeah. I feel like that's just like convenience to the plot.
Yeah, I'm like,
Did not deserve
just
to die like that.
no, he
That was
didn't.
a side story. That I
Yeah,
don't like that. That's stupid. But
yeah,
anyways, he dies.
he dies.
And then I guess the masked stranger was uh
Coming to save them.
Stone, right? Dr. Stone?
Yeah, I think
Mr.
just Doctor. It's not Doctor Stone. It's just
Stone.
Stone.
Yeah.
Stone comes and saves them. He's a masked person, and then he just like zaps them, and then like maybe fries their circuits or something.
And they're all like, I guess he's like, go inside this crab and have a cup of tea or steamed Australian goat milk.
I'm like, the doctor had nothing to do with this, and I can prove it. Go inside the crab.
I know, right? And they're just like, okay,
And
sure.
then you cut inside the crab, and there's this romance show like spot that Dr. Robotnik's watching,
Yeah. That's actually like I'm pretty sure it's a real show, and it's also like
probably.
a funny thing because I've seen it on. Anyways,
In Secret Life of Pets.
Secret Life of Pets, Gidget is watching a show, and in it, the guy is like literally that TV show, but it's it's cartoon, it's not live action, and that was what the point I was trying to say. It's some show, some sort. I don't. I'm sorry, I don't know what it is. Reference,
It was in the same as Secret Life of Pets, apparently.
yeah, basically,
Essentially. Essentially.
yep.
Anyways, so he turns around, he's just like drumming on his belly, his fat belly. Exactly. He's drumming on his belly. And then he
Sees them.
turns around and he's like
I'm in
screaming,
my
and then like
bathrobe.
he's like, why did my trusted assistant bring my three worst enemies into my indisposable? Just him banging on his stomach. And then they're like, um, and then he shows them the clip of his eggs things, the
Honestly,
egg machines.
it's so cringe.
Yeah, what he says is just cringe, and I don't want to repeat it. So,
Oh, he's like, I've now become unattractive to all genders. Like, what?
ugh.
Yeah,
It's
that
like
whole,
something was said but not said.
yeah, yeah, that whole scene is annoying, is weird. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways, he tracks down where his robots are, and then he goes and finds them, and they all have to team up. And then Sonic's no, Dr. Robotnik's like, hey, we're going to the annoying creatures go to the right, and me and Stone are gonna go to the left. And Sonic's like, no, we're you and me are going together because I gotta keep eyes on you. And then Tails and Stone go in one direction, and Knuckles goes in another. And then they're like, what are you, afraid of ghosts? And Knuckles like, no. And
Oh,
then Sonic's like, remember last movie night? And it just cuts to a scene of them screaming, him holding their hands,
yeah.
screaming of the friendly ghost.
Ah, ow, ow, ow.
It's like, ah!
He's like, my
So
body
yeah,
is 100% muscle.
and my teeth are too.
Yeah. And then they repeat it, and he's like, good, you've been listening.
Exactly. So I mean, Shadow is just funny in this. I mean, he was funny in the last one too, but he's really funny.
Did you say Shadow? Knuckles.
Knuckles, sorry.
Knuckles, iconic.
He is. Anyway, so they all split up, and then Dr. Robotnik's like, do you not trust me? He's like, you've only tried to kill me twice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a little trust issues.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
And,
twice.
they don't find Shadow. Shadow finds them.
Yes.
So,
And I'm assuming he's supposed to be the ghost.
yeah.
So
He is a Shadow.
then they all get tied up, and then you switch to Robotnik, and he's just looking around, and then enters.
He finds his grandpa.
He's like,
Grandpappy!
what does he say? It's like, Grandpapa or something. And then he's like, it can't be. And then he's like, in the saggy flesh, which is also in the trailer.
The second blush. And then they have like he's like quizzes him. What is the most elegant mathematical quadrant?
And I don't remember the answer.
Yeah.
And then they just go off. And he's like,
what's the largest English word? Supervolcanocoliosis. Super
no, not the largest English word. It's the largest English word for some lung cancer disease, something like that.
Basically, if you breathe in the fumes of a toxic gas that is erupted by a volcano, you get pneumono ultramicroscopic supervolcanocoliosis.
Something like that.
Yep.
Better than I can do.
And the fear of long words is Hippomonstrosauquipedalia phobia. That's the fear of long words.
Okay. Why do people have to make such long words for medical stuff? I don't know, but
I don't know.
they seem to enjoy it.
Yeah. Like
anyways,
phobia is the fear of spiders.
So then, well, before this, they shoot to Sonic looking at the glass that Shadow was kept in, and he's like, "Oh, this is where you grew up. I understand why you're this way." And then Shadow pops up, and he's like, "Stop, like, following me." What does he say? It's like, "Stop annoying me" or something.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't remember what he says, but then he ties them all up. And then when Sonic wakes up, he's like, why is there two Eggman now?
Yeah. Please tell me this is a nightmare.
Yeah. And he's like, W your villains, W your fun. Which was also in the trailer.
Yep. And then so Dr. Robotnik betrays Sonic and they go away, and then Shadow basically tries to kill them by creating a mini black hole.
Yeah. Here, let me see if I can pull up the trailer, and then we can sort of reference, because some of this is in the trailer. So, hold on. Okay, this is this is where we're talking about. Oh, when they get almost destroyed by a metal ball. Anyways, so they leave, and then Shadow drops the metal ball, and then it turns into this. So then they're stuck here. A black hole. Yep. And then they go run back to Tom and Maddie.
Yeah.
They're like, hey, we have a top secret mission for you.
And they're just like, yes.
They're like, yeah, we're so done. So Tom has a Donut Lord, like, loomed hoodie of some sort, and then she looks like she's been making bread, and then the dog has something. It's really funny.
They just look crazy is all.
They just look really funny. Oh, this is the one guy that we were talking about earlier. Him.
Oh yeah, he dies.
So after they escape, they go on a mission, which leads to... So they go on a mission. So apparently in the mission, they have like a hologramic thing, and if Sonic runs into it, he will get disintegrated by the shield.
Yeah, that's pretty scary.
So he'll get disintegrated into itty-bitty pieces. And then they have to find a different way, which is essentially Tom and Maddie have to go in, put a chip that way Tails can like control stuff,
Yeah.
like
'Cause it's
hack
like,
into their stuff system and work it. So then Tom and Maddie do that, but they like disguise themselves as the two people in the other movie that I forgot their names.
Rachel and her husband.
Yeah, Rachel and her husband. Did they end up getting married?
Yeah, they did. In the second.
Okay.
Yeah, in the second movie, they're married.
Yeah, but the marriage got cut short.
I'm pretty sure they still marry each other.
Oh, they had to have. Anyways, so they get in and they're like, I am taking my honey to have a date on some type of floor. I'm not exactly sure. And then they're like, oh yeah, due to security, we can't actually let you in.
Yeah, and then Rachel was like, oh, like goes full Karen mode, and she was like,
you know what? Do you know who I am? You better let me in. Like just a lot more.
yeah, she's like, I love being my sister.
It's really funny. So then they get past, and then they get into the room after like a gag of her almost being spotted, and then his face is just being weird and shrinking, and it's interesting. Then they get in the room, put the little chip in, and then they realize the Robotniks are there.
Yeah, not so good.
Then it shoots to them, and then they have have like a laser dance battle.
Well, it was kind of like, I don't know. I feel like it's physically impossible for them to dance like that, especially for the old guy.
Yeah,
I don't understand how that worked.
I don't either.
Those two are wacko. They become more cartoonish every movie.
It's true though. The first one has him with hair. The second one he's bald, and then he's starting to look like himself. And the third one, they're going full on Dr. Robotnik look.
Yep, he's slowly turning into the real Dr. Robotnik.
Yeah.
And then maybe someone in the future was like, "Oh, let's turn this into a video game series."
Got this whole show from.
Yeah, they're like, let's take history and turn it into a video game. Yeah, I mean, has that ever happened? Yes.
Probably. After they have the dance party,
Yeah.
they get into the room, and then Sonic is like, okay, it's time, and he runs and he almost gets hit by
Tails saves him.
chopped by the laser, and then Tails gets him that little bit of speed that he needed to get in.
Yep.
And he runs up very quickly, and then enters the room. And then that one lady.
What's her name? I don't know her name.
I don't know her name, and I don't think she's in the trailer.
Like the leader lady. She's like, ha! You fell for my trap, and they're like glued to the floor because the gravity.
So gravity for the Robotniks are heavier, and Sonic is lighter.
Yeah.
So he can't move. And then
it was a trap all along.
They come in with Tom and Maddie, and then they're captured. And Tom and Maddie and Tails. Tails is there too.
Yeah.
So then they're all captured, and they're like, "Okay, time to break glass."
Yeah, and then they didn't realize that Knuckles was like, hey.
He gets like he's apparently in Knuckles the show he gets flaming fists. I'm not exactly sure.
Yeah. Is that
in this one he gets like
right?
Flaming fists.
The flaming fists of fury.
My background. Don't know. Yeah, anyways. Flaming fist. Oh, you can sort of see now. It's flaming fists in this show. So then he uses them, and then he is like, time to break glass, and then he breaks the glass off the tower, the clock tower.
Yeah. He just basically saves them, but at the same time he kind of makes it worse.
Yeah, because then he's like, oh, come quick, turn it off, and then he messes the whole thing up, and everyone's glued to the ground now. Yep, or floating into space.
Yeah, and the key is on the ground. They're like Dr. Robotnik and the leader girls are like going after it.
going after the key to get to
They're
the one
worm
thing.
crawling on the floor.
And then Sonic is like trying to save everybody, like he always does, which is right here.
Yeah, he like.
Which is right here.
Sooner.
Yeah, they're all glued to the ground right here. So then they he almost dies, so that's why he's yelling Sonic help, and then Sonic's going super fast to try to break his
Or get out of it, I guess.
get out of it, and then he just saves them by a second.
Tom's wife almost dies. Not.
Well, yeah, Tom almost dies too. They were both like beneath it. Let's see.
It would have been the lady.
And him. Yeah. Him too. It would have been all of them, I think.
And then
Yeah, she
they all
did not just start.
oh, hold on.
The trailer is kind of out of order.
I know, that's why I'm trying to find it. Here it is. Okay, so then there's this. Then there's this. Then right here. There we go. So then the lady walks off with the key and Tom goes after her and then puts his disguise to be that one man.
Oh yeah, the hologram.
Walter.
Like, well,
And
actually, I'm
then
not
he's
dead.
like, trust me, I wouldn't have died if it takes a lot more to kill me and I won't die, so hand me this over. So then he gets it. Shadow
Yeah.
comes out, notices
Walter.
Walter, and then punches him.
Yeah.
And then Sonic's like, oh good, we got it, and then he sees.
And then it was like, oh yeah,
It's like a flashback.
Was it Sarah or Mary? What's her name?
So it takes him back to a flashback. And then through the movie, it's been sprinkling that he's been having these flashbacks with Emily or
What's her name?
whatever that girl's name is.
I thought it was like Sarah.
I don't know what the name is. Anyways, so he has flashbacks of the girl, and Sonic's like, no, don't leave me, don't leave me.
Yeah. Because Tom thought I guess Tom was
Thought
like,
Tom was going to die.
yeah. Which I don't understand. One thing in the movie is they
Which
go
is here.
they go unconscious like a million times in the movie, right?
Yeah.
Like Sonic, he gets unconscious, is handcuffed to the thing. They all go unconscious and they're tied up. Like, I feel like Tom would have been the same way, but since it was like, he's like he's really hurt,
Yeah.
It wasn't like, oh, he's unconscious, he'll be fine. But in reality, being unconscious is actually a serious thing.
Which they treat it like that in this.
Yeah, but in most movies, you'll see like the main character is unconscious. They're fine because they have plot armor. But in real life, someone's unconscious. It could be really bad. Like,
Yeah.
they could have, what is it? Like brain damage.
Yeah.
That's a thing. So it's like,
It's not good.
yeah. But anyways, Tom was okay, as shown in the end.
Shown in the end.
But afterwards,
But they don't know that right now.
yeah, because then Sonic goes full like ridiculous.
So he's like, the only
Right
way to stop
now.
them now is to get the Master Emerald. And apparently Shadow is the only one that knows where it is.
Oh yeah.
So they made a pact about it that it shouldn't be used unless it's like an extreme emergency or something. Like it should not be used. And then Knuckles and Sonic almost fight about it. He's like, you're not in your right mind, Sonic. You can't do this. You're not in the right
You're
mind.
angry. You're too angry to make a decision right now.
So he says, you're too angry to make a decision right now.
Yeah.
And then
And the whole movie
they
is-
almost fight.
Yeah. But I guess what's his name? Knuckles was like, you know what? You can't. I'm not gonna fight you or whatever.
I'm not gonna fight you. Yeah, I'm not gonna fight you. And then he's like, well, you have to get it from the most whatever warrior. It ends up being Wade. It is playing like soccer with it or something.
Hockey.
Hockey with it. He's
Playing
playing hockey
hockey.
with it.
Like, okay. Seriously?
You left it with him.
Of all the people. I mean, I guess it's the least expected, I guess. I mean,
Yeah. Anyways,
yeah.
he's like, you're gonna have to take it from me, and Sonic takes it from him. And he's like,
Yeah.
oh, well, I tried.
Oh, I tried.
Like,
Yep.
dude, you had one job. One job. And then Sonic goes all whatever supersonic mode.
Super Saiyan.
While they're doing that, the Robotniks are off in their ship that they used to make those two keys unlocked the ship and made it fly into space, essentially.
Yeah, and then the major plot twist. Turns out they were trying to destroy the entire world and themselves.
At the same time. So they get up to space.
Yeah.
And Stone's like, hey, something Shadow said doesn't sound right, and I don't think you know where you're in. And then he's like, delete.
Yeah.
Like, doesn't listen to the warning.
Yeah, and then Stone is definitely been an assistant to him, basically. But they're supposed to be like friends, I guess.
Yeah,
But they don't know how to. They don't know that. They don't know about that. So,
yeah.
so Stone is sad.
It's like, I can't rescue you from down here. Can't
Yeah.
save you.
Sad.
So then it hits to the two Robotniks fighting each other.
Yep. The grandpuppy and the grandson.
Yeah, but then it like goes weird because he like turns into a scorpion, and then he's turning into a I don't know what type of
A
animal
praying
that is. Praying mantis.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then they're fighting, which is really weird. And then the grandpa wins, knocks him off,
He's just hanging
and then
there.
Tails and Knuckles saves him.
Yeah.
But then meanwhile, while that's happening, Sonic is like really angry and almost destroys Shadow.
Yeah, like he punches him into the moon, and then
He
he's like,
does, punches them into the moon.
and he's like, "Are you gonna finish the job or whatever? Exact your revenge."
And he's like, see, you did the same thing I did when you had this grief too. So you can't like say anything about me.
"Yeah," but then Sonic was like, "Revenge never has any winners."
Because of something that he told him. Because he points to his like heart or his like
lungs.
chest. He's like, finish it. And
Yeah.
Sonic remembers this, saying, you didn't change because you remember what's in your heart, essentially.
Yeah. So Sonic is like, "Whoa, new character arc. I am not going to defeat this guy because that'd be bad." So then I guess they team up to defeat the Robotnik.
They team up because
Robotnik.
they have like an emotional like clearing up or whatever, and then Sonic's like, when I make a big mess, I can't finish it on my own. So then they both turn up and they have this like really cool like shot. Let's see if I can picture.
Like, whatever, I guess.
See.
Just for the crazy Sonic
shot.
fans out there.
They have this shot.
You always have a choice. Making the right one is never easy. One more thing I learned is that when you really screw something up, you can't fix it on your own. Gotta go fast.
Don't tell me you've got a catchphrase.
That's right, new hedgehog, and everyone loves it.
like really cool. Like team up with this.
We're awesome now. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's really cool. And then they have a really cool then they have like a really cool montage of them just like fighting
The
robots.
yeah. That was pretty cool. Just basically crashing into them. And then Shadow did that cool did you see the arrows?
Yeah, it's like choo choo.
Like couldn't he have done that sooner?
I know, right?
It was
Like,
a-
come on, dude.
Oh, but you know, whatever. This movie kind of makes itself up as it goes along. So I'll accept it.
Exactly.
That's
So
what I-
then,
Fine.
okay, so
I haven't seen the end credits.
you have not seen the end credits, so we're gonna watch the end credits together.
I was out of that
Me-
movie theater. I was like,
Oh.
I'm tired. I want to go home.
Okay. Okay, so first things first, they make it then they're back on camping trip, and then it shows that Tom is still alive. And then they
He just
do
broke
their
his arm,
race again.
I guess.
What?
He just broke his arm.
He just broke his arm. He just broke his arm. And then it's like, okay, we're gonna race again. So then they race. And then we're gonna watch these end credit scenes together.
Which I have not watched.
I've only watched one of them in theaters, the other one I had to find on YouTube. So thank you for
Those
people
two?
that are doing this because it makes my life easier. This is the first end credit scene. Okay, we're gonna watch it. Hopefully you can hear it. Hear a thing we were saying, but you can watch the footage with us. So I hope you guys enjoy the footage, but you can't hear what they're saying. I will link these videos down below. That way you can watch them on your own time.
What the? Oh, the moon is still broken. Oh wow.
Second end credit scene is this. Same thing for this one. You can't hear it, but you can watch it. I hope you guys enjoy watching this.
So it stinks. Oh, it's Shadow. Did that
Shadow's still alive.
Oh. Wait a second. Didn't he take off his rings?
Yeah, he did. I don't know why he did, but he
I
did.
didn't know those are.
I don't know what those are for either. Anyways, he took off his rings.
Okay. What does
That
do?
actually might end up helping him like teleport. Maybe that's maybe what those are for.
Maybe. Oh yeah, he could teleport. We forgot about that.
Yeah.
It just teleported right out of the explosion. Wait. Yeah, maybe.
Yeah. Anyways, he picks up his rings, and that's the other one. And then Amy, the big reveal. So that's and then it's been confirmed that they are making another Sonic 4.
Well,
So-
yeah. Amy's
If
actually really pretty. I like her character. Like I don't know. I just like it in a different. It's like a different light, but it's really cool.
I like her look.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah. There's Amy and them. And then it shows that Shadow's still alive. So he didn't die. And Sonic didn't
That's
die
good.
either from the end credit scene.
Yep.
So we literally have to wait. So my predictions is that the movie's coming out in 2026. Because the first one came out in 2020, the second one came out in 2022, this one came out in 2024. So 2026 is my prediction.
If everything goes smoothly.
if it goes smoothly and there's no problems, 2026 is when the next movie comes out. Prediction.
Yay.
Feel free to comment down below if I'm right in 2026. Felix, you're right.
You're right.
Or
You're
you're
wrong.
wrong. You're totally wrong. You just had to.
Imagine we come in the
1
future.
year.
We come in the future and we're like, it's actually not. It's 2 years. It took forever to make this one.
You thought it did, but no, it didn't.
Yeah.
Anyways, that is the movie. So we already said that this is one of the best movies.
That we watched this year. Not my
that we
life.
watched this year.
I've been alive for almost 2 decades.
Exactly.
Probably not going to be the best movie I've ever seen, but it's a good movie.
Yeah.
Except for, I do not like Dr. Robotnik. Can't.
I don't think he's coming back for the next one. I think he's finally dead.
His characters. It's just a lot.
He is. I don't think the actor is coming back to reprise his role. So
The
I don't
actor's
think
great.
he's coming back.
But, yeah.
But it's okay because like the movie sort of they expand upon his character and then at the end he's his video game self. And then the next movie would be a new villain.
Excuse me.
Yeah, so the next movie would be a new villain.
Maybe. Well, the robot people.
I don't know.
Or robots. Why is it always robots?
I don't know.
Apparently robots are bad guys.
Apparently. Just it's very interesting. So yeah, that is our review on the movie.
Our reviews. Yay! Sadie. This is Sadie. Where'd she go? I can't see her. No.
Just popping in and out. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this.
Yeah. Yep. We may be miles away, but our hearts are close.
Might be hundreds of miles, well, a lot more than hundreds of miles away, but we can still do stuff together.
I don't know if we're 1,000 miles away.
I don't know.
We're over 1,000 miles away. So, but yeah, pretty much. That is our review of the movie. Basically, we just told the story of beginning to the end, and our thoughts.
Yeah.
about it. So,
Which every other review that I've watched is literally just talking about the stuff. What is that? That other movie that came out at the same time. It's like them just basing off and like, okay, well, there's no really reviews, so this is a review.
sorry, it's smoky here. It is. Yeah. What is your rating on a scale of 1 to 10? How much would you rate Sonic 3?
10.
100. Yeah.
100, yeah, 10.
I do 9.5.
9.5, still pretty high.
Pretty good. Pretty good. Something has perfection in order for it to be 10.
This is pretty close to perfection.
Yeah. What I don't like is the cringy moments with Dr. Robotnik, but
But those are only in there. Yeah, those are only in there because it's a kid movie, so you have to entertain the kids.
yeah. Yeah.
If this was an adult movie, they wouldn't be doing that.
Yeah.
A lot of those cringy movies. So,
All right. I guess
Anyways.
we're about done.
yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed and check out her channel. Her channel.
Yeah.
Check out her.
Happy New Year.
Yep.
Which
Okay.
is
Bye.
pretty soon. Bye bye.